Alright everyone, so today's video is going to be bringing a sleeping graveyard to life. Now what do I mean by that? Every single piece of land has a land wight. It has a spirit specific to a certain section of land. This is no different in a graveyard or a cemetery. And since there are human spirits tied to that cemetery, that graveyard, not necessarily the souls, but the spirit, which is then tied to the soul in a way, but definitely the spirit of a person. If you don't know the difference between spirit and soul, I have covered it in other videos. But since these spirits are tied to that certain piece of land, that land wight, the land wight, if not fed, if not acknowledged, if not brought up to speed, and really just given offerings every now and then, or spoken to every now and then, it will go to sleep. This same thing can happen in a city. Now, if a city is so polluted, if a city is so lacking of spirituality and lacking a populace that really cares about the land, then the land wight of a city can literally get diseased and go to sleep in a spiritual way. This is the same with a graveyard or a cemetery. The land wight of that place might go to sleep if it's just not recognized. It's not seen as something that exists and is offered to. And the reason why this is bad is that if a graveyard or cemetery wight goes to sleep, then the bridge between the spirits that are there, the spirits of our loved ones or those who have passed, their bridge to us is broken. There isn't a good connection. In order to have a good connection, I've decided to put together a ritual from various pieces from other rituals and teachings that I've either read or done myself or realized myself. I've placed this ritual in a kind of universal fashion, but it is very Nordic. I will be using the runes Ingos, Barkana, and Kenas. These are the Nordic runes I will be using. Basically, this is Ingos, this is Barkana, this is Kenas. And I have drawn them in my own blood to give the spell that connection to myself, but also that extra life. Bringing that spell itself to life with our own blood is something that can really enliven a ritual and make it work. So another thing that I'll be doing, the first thing I'll actually be doing is reading from this sheet that I have written, basically. Wight of this graveyard, I call upon you to become conscious once more, and once more be a bridge between the spirits within you and the mortal realm. Then I offer bread to the land wight and place it, and now there's a specific tree in the graveyard that I'm going to that I think would be perfect for this, but basically I'm going to place bread on 4 different sides of this tree and offer it to the land wight. And I will be talking to it, and then I will also probably blow some sandal powder, on the tree. And after I've made that offering, then I'll cast this spell by burning this parchment that I just showed you in this offering bowl. And then from there I will light a stick of Santo Paulo. I always get, the funny thing about Santo Paulo is that I always get the names mixed up. It's Palo Santo. I will be burning this stick and going around the tree in circles. Now, I will be using my spirit box, which you might have seen in another video, but I will be using it at the end of the ritual when the ritual is basically completed, and I will just kind of listen for a response if there is a response. But I hope to enliven this graveyard and enliven the land wight there specifically, because I feel that the bridge is it's very tenuous. It's like a rope bridge when I want it to be more like a stone bridge built by the Romans in essence. Because when I go to that graveyard, I don't get as much feedback from the graveyard, whether it be just consciously or through what I've recorded or through the divination that I do there. The graveyard that I get the most feedback from is the IOF graveyard in Denton, Texas, but there is one here in Flower Mound, Texas, that it feels more dead, and I feel like the land wight there just needs to wake up to act as a bridge for those who are still alive to the spirits of those who have passed on. So I will be shooting straight to the ritual from here, so I will see you in just a second. Wight of this graveyard, I call call upon you to become conscious once more, and once more be a bridge between the spirits within and the mortal realm. I offer you this bread, Land White, knowing that the people of this place fail to feed you, and what White may act as a bridge without being fed. You deserve better. Land White, I offer this bread to you. Land White, I feed you. Land White, you are recognized. I ask that you awaken. Land Whites, I call upon you to serve the purpose of a bridge and recognize you and wish you the best, for you have gone long without offering, without recognition, and no spirit can go long without that. The spirits of human beings require communication, and if other spirits do not communicate with you, we cannot expect more from you than silence. Ingles Bacana Kenas. Ingles Bacana Kenas. Ingles Bacana Kenas. Ingles Bacana Kenas. I cast a spell, Land White, and thus aid you in becoming a bridge. Ingles Bacana Kenaz. 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 Ingles Bacana Kenaz, Land White. Ingles Bacana Kenaz. 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 Land Whites, I ask that you act as a bridge for all those spirits who wish to communicate to the land of the living from the land of the dead. All those spirits tied to you because they were buried in you, Land White. I ask that you bless us with the ability to communicate with those long past, though their ancestors do not pay you tribute. I ask that you become conscious once more and allow me to communicate with those who have long passed. I offer you this Land White. There is strength in unity, and I ask you to join your vast spirit with the spirits of this place, of this graveyard, that we may all become one, that we may all communicate between each other. Awaken, Land White. Awaken. Awaken. Awaken, Ancient One. Awaken for those so much smaller need you. Awaken. Burn this Palo Santo, an offering land white. In recognition and in holy anointment, land white. Land white of this graveyard, awaken, awaken, awaken. 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 Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Fertility, growth, opening. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Awaken, land whites. Awaken. Awaken. Eagles, Bacana, Kinas. Ingles, 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 Bacana, Kinas. Fertility, growth, opening. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. Fertility, growth, opening. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. The land is fertile. The land grows. The land opens for humanity, living and dead. The land is fertile. The land grows. The land is opened for humanity, the living and the dead. The land is fertile. The land grows. The land opens for humanity, the living and the dead. Ingles, Bacana, Kinas. Bacana Kinas. Ingus 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 Bacana Kinas. Land White, if there is anything you wish to say, I ask that you speak now. Anything that you wish to request, anything that you wish to even demand, even thanks, I ask that you speak now, Land White. Speak now. Land White, am I allowed here? Is it your wish that I be here? Are you awakening, Land White? Do the spirits here still seek communication with us, still living on the mortal realm, for the bridge to be made with those who have passed to those of the living? We are of flesh. The spirits are ethereal. What must we offer to you, Land White, and to the spirits of this place in order to bring communication between our realms? I thank you for your communication, Land White. I leave this Palo Santo and these offerings and this spell in the air, that this may solidify our relationship, your awakening, and my communication with the spirits of this place, Land White. Thank you for listening, thank you for speaking, and thank you for being, Land White. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Speak now. Hey everyone, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you are interested in videos like this in the future. I will be producing more videos in graveyards with the spirit box that I have because it's such a great tool. Now, I didn't get a lot of feedback when it comes to the ritual that just happened, but in other circumstances I have. And I believe it to be a tool that I can use again and again in a way that will produce results. So you will be seeing more of my videos having this device called the Spirit Box, and I hope to see all of you on my channel in the future.